Hi all. I have this pair of guitar strap locks that I'm going to install. I thought I'd show you how to do it. The only thing you have to worry about is stripping the holes. So I'll take the strap off. And you can see there's one for each end. This just pulls out of here like this. See, that part screws on the guitar. Okay, so I got a screwdriver here. I'll take this one out. Just go slow so you don't damage the wood. But I've had older guitars where I have damaged the wood or the holes got too big, and you just stick like a little toothpick down inside there and maybe a little bit of wood glue. Don't tighten it up too much. You don't want to strip the hole. That hole feels kind of loose. It doesn't really feel like it's tightening up. This is just a guitar I bought for the basement. You see, that's starting to corrode already because it sits down on the floor. So I might have to figure out a way where I can hang it. That doesn't look good. That feels loose. These other screws are bigger. That's why. See, the ones that came out of there are a lot bigger. Let's see if this will go in there. That won't even go in there. Great. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill this out. I'm going to drill that out so I can get the bigger screw in there. Okay, so I went ahead and brought you along. I've got a bit here, and it's just a little bigger than the hole, so that should work. If you don't have a vise, go buy a vise. When I first bought this, I said, man, I've done without one for 50 years. Probably won't need one now, but I went ahead and bought it. Caught it on sale at Lowe's for like 16 bucks. And I use it 10 times a day. There's always something. So that one probably wasn't big enough. So I went and got the screw, see if that'll fit. So just not quite big enough. Excuse the mess, it's been hell of a summer here, so that's my project for this month, to clean out my bench. Okay, that should work. Oh geez. It fits, but that doesn't go down. That might still work though. No, that won't clear it. It's got to be flat. That won't go in there. It figures, don't it? A little 5-minute project turns into an hour. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drill this one out. Okay, so I have this drill set, got it on sale at Lowe's a while back, and these two bits here, 1/4 is the size of the hole. So I think if I go in there and just kind of twist that around a little bit, it might be enough to have the screw drop inside there. The next one up, 5/16, I think it's way too big. It would probably take too much off. So this is 1/4. I'm going to be adventurous here. See how it works. I'm not pressing down because I don't want to take metal off the bottom. Just want to open this hole a little bit so this drops down inside there. Okay, so I drilled it out with the 5/16, and that was enough so the screw would drop in. So here's the second one. I'll just barely tap on it. Bend that sucker. Okay, that worked. Okay, I got those holes drilled out. I went ahead and brought my my wood glue over. And I'm just going to put a little wood glue on here. Let's see. So you can see that drops down in there. See, before I do that, I'm going to sand that off a little bit. It's kind of rusty. That just drops below the top. And then just a dab of wood glue just to hold it in there. Would have been easier to use the small screws and just stick a toothpick in there. You know, that still didn't tighten up. Okay, so I'm going to take this back out and just put a toothpick in there. Just a normal toothpick, wood. Just, I'm going to put a little wood glue on there. You don't need much. I think I'm going to put 2 pieces in there. Break it off flat. There's probably enough glue in there, but I don't feel like messing with it again. Don't strip it. Okay. That's on there till my great-grandchildren take it off. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I think this one tightened up, but I just don't feel like fooling with it. There's plenty, again, there's plenty of glue in that hole, but I just want to make sure. This one's going to be a little tricky with two hands. There's a little bit of glue squishing out here. That's nice and tight. Make sure it's tight. Don't strip it, but if you leave it too loose, then it'll flop around and wear out the wood because it's flopped around. Just screw it in until it stops. Okay, that turned out good. That's a miracle, huh? And then the other end goes on here. So this screw just comes off here. And this goes in here. Now, seems like what I remember doing years ago is I'd cut some of the leather off around here so it fit better. Okay, so this will fit fine, but it might pucker just a little bit. So just take a little bit off. See, then that fits in there better. And this goes on here like this, and then put the washer, and then put the nut. And then tighten this up a little bit. Don't strip it. And then this part has to be facing down. Because that goes on your guitar like this. Okay, and then to take them off, you just pull out that little tab, and pull up on it. So it's just like a quick release for your straps. Maybe a little bit of oil there would help. Now, with this part here, each strap is different, but like I know I like my straps shorter. So like what you can do with these is like wrap these around a couple times. See, I don't remember how I did it on the one upstairs, but just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, is like, I don't remember how I did it, but I made this pucker so it was shorter like this, you know, because I wanted the guitar to sit higher. This one, I've been using this for a while, so it seems to sit in a good spot like this. Okay. See how if I tighten that up, that's going to pucker, and then it may not grab good. So just be real careful when you chop a little off. Don't need to take off much. And see, that hole's not cut right in the middle. There's less leather on this side than there is on this side. So I'm going to take the leather off this side here, because that side's really thin. And then if something does go wrong, just chop it off and make another hole down here. So it ain't no big deal. See how that's still going to pucker? It's not that big of a deal, but I just figured I'd show it to you since I was making the video. I do have a leather punch. I could have used that to make the bigger hole. I forgot about that. Probably would have been a lot cleaner than that, huh? Okay, so too late now. And same thing there. That part's got to be facing down, because that's how it hooks onto your guitar. See how that starts to pucker here. Okay, so I got that tightened on there. It's not puckered. And then to put it on your guitar, you just pull it on there. And then for this end, you just pull it on here. That's it. Locks on there. Strap locks. Just pull up, slides off. See that little part there drops down inside that hole. Okay. Okay, and I don't ever take mine off, so I really don't need these, you know, but just to, so they work just a little better. I'm going to oil them. This is just regular car oil I filled this up with. But I thought about using something thinner, but it may not last. So. That's better. Cool. Okay, so that's how you install strap locks. See ya. Bye.